Tonight, the legal pressure is only intensifying for one Donald J. Trump. While he awaits that subpoena from the January 6th committee, a federal judge has issued a new ruling that could be devastating for the ex-president. Just hours ago, Judge David Carter revealed that emails show Trump signed legal documents describing election fraud claims that he absolutely knew were false. And yet he promoted them anyway. Those emails were between Trump and attorney John Eastman, sent between November 3rd, 2020 and January 20th, 2021. Today, Judge Carter ordered Eastman to turn them over to the January 6th House Committee. In his 18-page opinion, the judge said the emails are, quote, sufficiently related to and in furtherance of a conspiracy to defraud the United States. In other words, a potential crime. This new evidence surfaced just as Trump was testifying under oath for the defamation lawsuit brought by former magazine columnist E. Jean Carroll. She sued Trump back in 2019 after he accused her of lying when she accused him of raping her in a New York department store back in the mid-90s. Late today, Trump's lawyer issued a statement that read this in part: "My client was pleased to set the record straight today." She went on to try to dismiss the case as another political ploy. There's also major news tonight about Russia's nearly 8-month-old war on Ukraine. Vladimir Putin has just imposed martial law in the 4 regions of Ukraine that he illegally seized. NBC's Richard Engel is in the region and has more on what this all means.
Under the law, Russia can confiscate Ukrainian homes and property, move civilian populations by force, and raise local militias, meaning Ukrainians in Russian-occupied areas may be pressed into taking up arms against their own country. The Ukrainian government called on people living under Russian occupation to ignore the martial law, but that may not be enough. Tonight, Russian television showed these images of Ukrainians already being deported from occupied areas.
Russia is drawing a line that it considers this territory to be part of Russia and is now mobilizing these areas to fight against Ukraine.
Despite Russia's latest escalation, House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy continues to suggest that American financial aid to Ukraine might end if his party gains control in November.
I think Ukraine is very important. I support making sure that we move forward to defeat Russia in that program. But there should be no blank check on anything.
The Financial Times reports Ukrainian officials were shocked at the Republican leader's comments. Russia's war and the sanctions that followed, of course, have helped push up gas prices in this country. And today, President Biden addressed that by confirming he will continue tapping the strategic oil reserves to try to help American consumers at the pump.
Drawdowns on the reserves so far have played a big role in bringing down oil prices. We're going to continue to stabilize markets and decrease the prices at a time when the actions of other countries have caused such volatility.